if we come from a high level of consciousness, we are creator of our reality. There are no accidents. You say a kid fell off the chair today. It was an accident. But the kid climbed up the chair to fall off the chair.
Namaste creators, and welcome to a new episode of Ask Master Anything. My name is Maria and here we are with Master Shri Akarshana. Namaste Master.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for taking the time to answer all of the questions that you guys post on Discord. And today's question is actually a very, very interesting one. And is asked by Catherine Brock. And she says, I had a strange manifestation experience. I had been doing manifestation, visualization, meditation to get my ex to come back. Long story short, I accidentally manifested a man with the same name, same car, same year, same color, everything, even given to him for free, which is how my ex acquired his car also. Parked in my driveway, in my ex old parking spot. So my question is, what did I do wrong? And what did I do right? Clearly, the universe heard me. The truth is, my ex owes me an apology and he's very stubborn. And I know I don't want him back, but how did I manifest this? And how can I change so that I manifest what I actually want?
I don't think there's they've got an outcome now, so I don't think there's anything to need to go back on. Because it's about how specific we are to what we are manifesting. But how specific can we be? Because details will go on forever, ever and ever. If we ask somebody to describe Maria right now, it's too much to describe. And there will be so many other people who have attributes that are similar to yours, and therefore it will manifest. So these things, they happen. I think instead of thinking that way, what I always encourage people these days to do, and I think it's very important to do this, is to not be attached to the way you get there, to the dream, to the goal, to the manifestation. And as long as you know what that dream is, which direction you want to go, what is the outcome you're wanting, then be completely surrendered and detached from what it is that will get you that outcome, that feeling, I think that is probably the best way to go about doing it, because then you won't be so fixated on certain individuals or certain, it must be this way or must be that way. Yeah.
I can just imagine her like, oh my God, what is this? But, because I guess also it comes to different perspectives. Sometimes people can say like, okay, you have to be super specific, write down a list of I don't know how many things. So where would you advise like, okay, this is what I want?
It's a very good question, because people say to be specific, even we say to be specific, because when you are specific, what happens? Well, if you know there is 10 steps to get to number 10, you need to get to 1 first, 2 first, 2 second, 3rd, 4th, 5th, you need to go that way. And you can see the path, guess what? You're going to believe you'll get to 10. But if I say your goal is 10, but you don't know there's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 to get there, and your goal is just 10, sometimes people say you don't need to know the how. Which, again, there's truth in everything. Mm-hmm. But the problem is when you don't plan for the how. I always tell people, plan for the how, but be detached to the how, right? So you still plan for the how, but be detached from the how. Because if you don't have the how, you don't see 1 to 9, do you really believe you will get to 10? On some subconscious, unconscious level, you don't believe it. Every day you're kind of like a bit wishy-washy. I want to get to 10. Yeah, yes, I believe I'm going to get to 10. But in the back of your mind, you're like, I have no idea at all how I'm going to get to 10. So when I say to people, when you're scripting and you're setting intentions, be very specific. We always do in our in our manifestation mastery, we always teach people how to straight line map it all out, do straight line mapping, map it all out. When you reverse engineer and you map it all out, now you can see the path. Guess what? You really believe that you can get there, and you work on the micro goals. But at the same time, I always say you work on the micro goals to try and succeed in the micro goals, but you're completely detached from the outcome. So even if it doesn't hit that micro goal, it's fine. You may hit a different micro goal, but at the end, you will still arrive there. So in a sense, being specific, does it help? It helps your belief system. It helps you to be able to visualize the whole process, so you don't have that lack of fear or doubt. Sometimes you don't need to know the exact how. Is it true? Yes, because you're detached to the process of getting there. And if you know the intention and you're strong and aligned with the intention, the universe will sometimes guide you and give you the how you're going to get there, you know. In this case, the universe is giving a bit of a humor. Maybe it was, maybe it felt like having a laugh that day. So be a bit more humorous and give a different type of how, you know.
And this is something that when she mentions, like, I accidentally manifested. This is why I loved Manifestation Mastery the first time I joined, because it's that shift that is like, oh, look at this, I accidentally manifested. No, we understand when we finish doing this program with you that everything we create, we acquire responsibility for every single area of our lives. So, yes, I think that was very, very funny.
I think it's nice when you talk about accident. What is an accident? And sometimes this can be a sensitive topic because accidents can lead to some fatal incidents too. Where you can have small accidents or big accidents, people refer to as accidents. Same word as coincidence we always talk about, the word coincide, it's supposed to be there. If we come from a high level of consciousness, we are creator of our reality. There are no accidents. You say a kid fell off the chair today, it was an accident, but the kid climbed up the chair to fall off the chair. You say somebody accidentally bumped into someone else, right, while driving. That person accidentally bumped into someone else, but that person was not conscious in that moment to see that someone else, to bump into that someone else. So there are so many different parts to it on a conscious, unconscious level, but everything is accurate. You know, it's not really accident. Not the way people think accident is, oh, I don't know why that happened. You know, it's, well, you do. You climbed on the chair, so you fell off the chair. So you see, it's like that, you know. And it's like, if you look at accident, we can say this. Is it the case that, let's say, somebody who practices something more, okay, is least likely to be an accident? Right? We say this, it's like, let's say, take Lewis Hamilton, F1, right? Driving at 100 plus miles per hour on this circuit. Let's put you today, and I say you must drive 100 miles per hour on the same circuit. Is it more likely you're going to hit an accident rather than him? Of course it is, because he has the practice in it. So then comes the question is it an accident? Because if you didn't put the practice in, your belief system, your doubts, your fears, so on an unconscious level is already manifesting, you know, maybe a negative outcome unconsciously, you know. So there are no accidents. Everything is deliberate creation. It's very, very accurate and calculated.
Thank you, Master. And that's why it's so important to have a mentor, because many times when these things happen in our life, we don't know where to seek answers from. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel with the little bell on the side so you get notifications of every video that we are posting every single day. And also make sure to check in the description, and there you can also ask your questions so that maybe next time is yours, the one that is featured in this show. Other than that, thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.